games preservation and restoration, it is quite important. We're in say for the museum, we are in an infancy in terms of preserving, and there's so many other institutions that are paving the way, like Appleby, based in Melbourne, as well as the National Film and Sound Archive based in Canberra, and the Video Game History Foundation just released a library too. So ways of preserving, say, material objects, which is like design documentation, as well as concept art that's on paper. We take photographs of that, and that's available for the public online, and we store that away in special paper preservation boxes and look after those and make sure humidity is fine and temperature's okay. And then with the digital objects itself, we are in an age of lost media where it's becoming more prominent, like you've seen with like one of the examples that comes to mind is Overwatch 2, the servers are gone. So we are in constant state of trying to preserve not only the game files itself, but the cultural significance and the interaction from people around it too, which is very important. And what's been wonderful is there have been a lot of people online drawing lost media to attention. So for example, there was a game, the Sydney Mystery, which was made in Sydney, and then it kind of took off online, where David Smith reported on it for Games Hub.
Yep, that's me.
As well as we're looking into it as well to try and document games history in Sydney in total. Ways that we also preserve games is through emulation, which is also difficult because then it stems from piracy.
I always think it's an interesting talking point in the age of like you said, the Overwatch servers being shut down. The ownership that we have is slowly slipping away, I think, for the perspective seems to be that we don't own the content we buy a lot of the time.
No.
So at what point does piracy and theft become the only alternative? It's a tricky slope, a tightrope to walk there on whether that's, is it worth pursuing what might not be particularly legal under the guise of preserving it for future generations.
We don't do anything illegal. But
I've never emulated anything in my life.
We definitely don't. But we do have an emulation called Easy Emulation as a Service. So it's like a whole group of organisations and museums and other libraries are feeding into it. So we're sharing collective data, and it's all above board. We rely on a lot of knowledge coming in from previous institutions as well, and then it's been really wonderful.